Okay, we're all set, Marc. Senpai. Yep.
Good. Good morning, everybody. This is Marty, Mendell, and Marc Ratzel from JSKA Rochester. Just to repeat, since the opening, we split the class. I'm gonna start with some warm-up, some hip rotation, and then Marty takes the second half, focusing on going through the steps. Good. Let's just follow the beginning and open up the class. Good. Right. Then the ball with your feet. Up and down. And back to sidewalks. And the arms are back. Okay. Okay. On one spot, lift up the knees. Okay. Turn your shoulders to the front. Backwards. Straighten your arms upwards, thumbs to the back. Forward. More circles. Backwards. Thumbs up. Forward. And backwards. One. Forward circling. And backwards. Last position down. Forward. And back. Good. Easy kicks to the front. Yes. Lift up your knee. Knee. Gun. Cheek. Go. Block. Feet. You. Sideways. Sideways. Left. Feet. Knee. Gun. Feet. Go. Block. Feet. Touch. You. Backwards. Feet. Knee. Gun. Feet. Go. Block. Feet. Touch. You. And you. Good. Up with the left side. Circle outward. Each. One. Two. Two. Block. Each. Touch. You. You. Outside to inside. Each. Knee. One. Two. Two. Block. Each. You. And you. Spread your leg a bit. Hang down, hang in. Try to make a straight back. Means try to pull your chest down and not your head. Bounce a bit. Over to your left knee. Bounce towards your knee. That's good for you. It has to be underneath. And push your hips to the front. Arms up. And the forwards. Down to the bend to. Okay. Good. Right arm up. And stretch your thighs. Your left arm upwards. Diagonally. And the other side. Both. Okay. Side. Forward. The foot on the ball of the foot. Your hips. One leg. Both feet on the ground and bend over your front leg. And close your hips so that you feel pull in the mind of the body. Without the foot on the ground, head downwards. Begin. More. One leg and lean. Touching your hands inside of the knee. Now straighten your left arm. The right arm. And other side. And one last time change. Good. Move left and right a bit. Stay deep. Now go over to your left side. Down. Feeling. Forward. Take the legs out. Your arm here. Left arm is better. Come. Arm. Great. Arm. Arm. Cross. Good. Take a big step to the front with your left leg. Put your hands to your left leg and lower your hips. Try to keep a straight back. Don't curve it and just push your hips in. Breathe out and try to sink in. Okay. And your legs and your hips. Movement today of my parts are the hips. Hips movement, rotation, left and right. We start simple and then we stack on and increase. Let's just step forward with your left leg and open your hips. When you open your hips, pay attention that your front knee doesn't fall in. This is one point. And the second point also that your butt doesn't fall in. As you open, it will happen that your butt is out like this. This means you don't pull it in here. That means these are the 2 points, front leg or front knee on your butt. So open the hips and close them. And when we close them, not only rotate your hips, also push your hips forward. This gives a push. Open again, right, and close, push and rotate. Open. When you open your hips, your bottom part of the leg shouldn't move. It stays the same. It means your knee here on the rear leg stays at the same position. Only your upper part sinks in a bit. If you load up a spring and keep in mind, don't stick out your butt. Good. So open and close. You get it. Open. Close. Okay, change sides. Other leg to the front. Open your hips. Pay attention to your knee and close. Open. Open. Good. That's it. Get on the right and down. Slowly open. And good. Increase the speed a bit. Open And now on one count, okay, reach, knee, dann, deep, okay, change side, one leg again, bring this down, all right, on 2 counts, each, now both on 1 count, let's start with the right, 1 count, each, knee, dann, deep, and go. Good. Enough? So key point again, don't go in with your front knee. Don't stick out your behind. It means if you open the hips, also lift it up. And when you close the hips, not only think on rotating, also on pushing. Pushing your hips to the front. Okay? Good. Let's add this or let's combine this with a step. We always start with the left side. What? And all right. Then we do it with the left. Okay, let's start with the left leg. Reach. And knee. And then right leg, reach. And knee. Leg backwards. Reach. And knee. Reach. Always left, right. First to go forward. Again. On 1 count now. Step, lock. Reach. Reach. Again, fast and strong. 1 count. Reach. Knee. Dann. Big point here for me is that with the steps, the block is there. So not a step in the blocks, try to put it out at the same time. What helps me is that I feel that I make my block too fast, but then it fits. So that means start with the block early, and then it comes at the same time. Here. So as soon as the foot moves, go up, and start to move your arms. Okay? Let's do this again. Focus on the fact that you block to the left leg. Same thing as right now. Each. Knee. Dann. And chin. Good. That's something on top of it. And all right. Jaco, with the kick, don't stay too much back. So it means move your weight over your front leg. So that you can stand. Move it up. Stay low. Up your knee. Okay. Good. Let's do it slow. Start again with your left leg on 4 counts. Huh? Each. Knee. And chin. Leg each. knee, and backwards, knee, knee, knee. Okay, and one count is slow. Start with the left leg. Each. Right leg, knee. Left, each. And right, each. Okay. Going fast, one count, okay? Left leg, right leg, left leg. Each. Knee. And knee. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Any questions so far? Good. Do the same or something similar with Uchi Uke. We start again with the left leg. We cross it over, and then pull it out. Again. We start with the left leg, right arm on top, and then step out. So that our right leg is in the rear. Then we go to the other side. We step over with our right leg. Arm is on the top. We go backwards, so it's again the same pattern. We move with our left leg just backwards. To the other side. We move now with our right leg to the backwards. Try to do it the opposite side from what you do. I hope it helps. It could also be that I mix it up a little. Good. Let's do it again. Let's start with our left leg to move it over to your right side. Move your hips in, out. Other side. Each. Backwards. Go backwards with your left leg. In. With your right. Okay. Do it on one count slow. Start with the left leg. Each. You move out. Backwards with our left leg. And then we step backwards. Good. Do this quick. Okay. Start with the left leg. Each. Right leg. Backwards. And right leg. Good. Now, let's stick to it. You go out with left. Yoga. And front leg lowers. Let's start again with the left side. Let's do it slowly. Let's go right. One. Other side. What's the same thing? It out. Not strong. One nice flow. Okay, let's start again. Left leg each. Leg, knee. Twice with left. Good. One round strong. Okay. Each. Knee. Thanks. T. Good. Okay. We use the same pattern, different techniques. So the next one is Rücke, circle. Then we do left. Start first. Right. Let's do it slow again. Start with the left leg. Sink in. Each. Knee side. Knee. And leg back. Each. Quicker. Each. Done. Good. Also here, add a kick. Same as now. Each. Knee sun. Kick with the front leg. Try not too much at once. It means you still wanna create a push to the front. That means your weight is still a little bit in front of the supporting leg. And we lift it up like this, not go all the way. If we don't have something. Go a little bit back. Okay. Do it slow. Left leg first. Each. Sunk. And go. Right leg each. Good. Move it out in one foot through. Not strong yet. Just nice and easy. Each. One round, quick and strong. Okay, start with the left knee. Each. Knee. Done. T. Good. Anything was super open. Also, hold the left leg. Again, first sink in, knees together. And also try to make a step, of course, but also try to keep the connection with your front toe to the ground. You slide your foot over the feet. Good. Let's make just the Schulteroke first. Start with the left leg, deep, and sink in. Here again, the arms and the hips should come at the same time, and the foot is forward, forward, and at the end, turn your hips. Right leg, sink in. Left back, in again. Okay. What? And right leg, in. Good. Now let's add something here. One, and here. Try to turn on the heel of it, not the ball. Because you want to go forward with it, it means you want to gain some distance. You turn on the ball of the foot, you go backwards. That means if you're here in Kokotsu, use your hips, of course, but also turn on the heel of your rear foot. So it's slow. Start with the left leg. 2 counts. Each. And knee. Leg, sink in. Each. Left back, sink in. Each. Good. Good. We can fast. Start with the left leg. Keep in mind to keep your rear foot, the heel, on the ground. Reach. Knee. Reach. And good. Add here a kick as well. Kick. Okay. Super open. We have more weight in the rear leg. Very slow. One shot, 1 count. That was the left leg. Each. 1. Count is gone. Okay. Each. Come. Good. One last exercise you have. Where we turn around the 60 degrees forward with your front leg. We move our rear leg right rear. That is okay. Then we move again our rear leg. One more 90. Okay. So let's start with the left leg again. Get on the right, Jakotsuki, hitch. Our 180 degree. The left. 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Good. Key point here as well is use your hips. If you do the 90 degree, you put it in, and then push forwards. And if you go backwards, same thing, put it back, now push with your hips. Okay, let's try to do it fast. Just 2 rounds, one left and one right. Get on the right, Jakotsuki with the left hitch. Knee. And hip. Go. One count, all around. Okay. Here's now the other leg. Again, with the left leg to the front, get on the right. One count, 360, okay? Ashini. Good, yummy. Leg in the front, let's do the right leg in the front. All right, Yakutsuki. 180 degree, each. 90. And 180. Good. And let's start from the beginning, left leg to the front, and the right, each knee. Okay, one count, 360, okay? Ashimi. Good. Okay, Marty, this is my part. Can you take over the rest, please? Or do you want me to do something else?
Yeah, if that's all right with you, Senpai Marc, I can do that.
Goodly.
So good. And we go till 10, or I mean 11, correct? Is it our? I can't remember if it's an hour class on Saturdays. Is no.
And they said 11:15.
11:15.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Yep. That's great. All right. If everybody wants to. Oops. If everybody wants to grab a quick drink, and then we'll come back and get started. So. Can everybody hear me okay? Good. All right, good. Marcus, I lost your video. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but oh, there you are. Welcome back. All right, we are going to work on hip shifting into different directions today. So let's start with Yoi. Move towards the back of your room, please, a little bit. We're going to start off with something that all of us have done many times, and that is Kazamazuki, Gyakzuki. Marc's lesson was a great lead into what I'm doing. So that really helped to warm us up and get us thinking about different directions too as well. We're going to start off slow, no hands, and just step out into front stance with your left leg forward. Hajime. Okay, hips are square. And then what's going to happen is we're going to shift that back leg again. We're going to shift it, and we're going to do this 2 counts to start, just slowly, and then we'll pick up the pace. So just itch in, the rear leg comes in. What I'm focusing on is keeping the hips the same level, not jack in the box it, and I'm not bringing my feet completely together. This one is skirting in. So itch is the first move, knee and step out. Okay, we're going to be going forward. Think about compression. So I'm compressing, squeezing, and then when I'm pushing that front leg out, I'm thinking about expanding. So I'm thinking about opposite forces. The front leg going forward, the back leg rooting itself to the ground as well. So we're going to do a few going up and then a few coming backwards too as well. All right, ready? Itch, nice and slow. Knee. Itch. Knee. Remember, keep those hips the same level. Itch, knee, itch, knee. All right, now backwards, we're going to be stepping backwards. And when we're stepping backwards, the thing that I always try to focus on for myself is as I'm squeezing that together, I'm going to make sure, and if you need to have your hands on your hips to kind of make sure that they're stable, I want to make sure that my hips don't rise up. Okay, I want to keep them at the same level, so I really need to squeeze. So itch, squeeze, knee, push back. Root yourself to the ground. All right, going back a few times. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Forward, itch, knee. Itch, knee. If you can see yourself in your video, make sure that you're not bouncing, and make sure that, especially when you're stepping backwards, your hips aren't rising up. Itch, knee. Backwards a couple. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Itch, knee. Okay, let's keep our left legs forward. This time we're going to do Kazamazuki and then Gyakzuki. So nice and slow to start. Itch. Remember, my hand is coming out. This hand is still here. Knee. Kamae again. Itch. Knee. Back to Kamae. Itch. Knee. Backwards from Kamae. Itch. Knee. Focusing on the hips. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Switch legs, mush. Okay, other side. Your right leg should be forward now. Same thing, going forward. Kazamazuki, Gyakzuki. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Backwards. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. That motion, that Kazamazuki, when I'm coming in, I have a slight hip. If you notice my hip, if I keep this just square and stable, I'm leading in this way. However, if I slightly shift my hip, a slight vibration this way to lock. So my hip has a slight tip on that Kazamazuki. I gain a slight amount of distance, and I also increase my power. So when I come in, it's 1, 2, and then as we worked on with Marc's lesson, a good rotation. All right, so go to the back of the room. We're going to come up, give yourself 4 or 5 steps, and then we're going to work ourselves backwards. So out of get embari, left side. Come on. Okay. Now we're going to blend it. Put both motions together, smooth forward, smooth back, and then we're going to increase the intensity. All right. So smooth 1, 2. So your count shouldn't be 1, 2. It should be 1 and 1 and. You don't have to go fast. Go smooth to start. Right. So itch 1, 2. Good. Knee 1. That fist should already be out as that foot comes in. It should be one motion here. Okay? Knee. Backwards. Now, as I step backwards, again, when I pull those legs together, this is coming out. So nice and smooth to start, not so much fast. Pitch. Good. Knee. Some. She. Go. All right, switch legs. Right leg forward. Same thing. Nice and smooth. Itch. Make sure you focus on hips. Knee. Some. She. Backwards. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Yummy. Breathing. When we're breathing through this exercise, there's a couple different trains of thought, and that is that I exhale on both techniques. In other words, this is exhale, exhale. However, you can shorten the distance between the two techniques or shorten the time between the two techniques by inhale, exhale on each technique. So it's inhale. So the first technique is, so you're decreasing the timing between the techniques. So we'll just try that breathing with the techniques to start, and then we're going to move on to something else. So just go to the back of the room. Same thing again. Smooth, but keep focusing on the breathing and try it. Some other trains of thought are to breathe out on the first technique and in on the second. However, the way I do it is I take an exhalation in, or inhale, excuse me, in, and exhale on the second. So let's try that. Nice and slow, but smooth. Itch. Breathe in, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Okay, backwards. Smooth again. Inhale, out. In. 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 And then out. One more. Okay, so our left leg, or excuse me, our right leg is still forward. Let's speed it up. Ready? Same techniques. And kiai on the gyakuzu. Ready? Itch. You. Knee. You. Some. You. She. You. Okay, backwards. Same thing. Inhale, exhale. Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Yummy. Good. Any questions with that so far? I can't see. Hold on one second. Good. All right. Okay, now we're going to take this, that shifting motion, and we'll start with our left legs forward. This time when we shift in and pull in, rather than launching forward, we're going to go directly off to 90 degrees to where we're at. So in this case, I'm going to shift forward and then push out this way. So it's going to be a shift towards 90. So itch in, out 90. Now, one of the things I've noticed when I've increased the pace in this with myself is as I shift in this way and I step out, occasionally, if you can see, I'm trying to get that foot out so I can launch the technique, but I end up very narrow. So make sure that when you're shifting that, pulling, squeezing that, and you push out and expand those legs, that you stand out, push out in that stance wide enough so you can either get hip rotation or shift in. So we'll try, excuse me, without any hands right now, nice and slow, and then we're going to add some techniques into it too as well. So itch in, knee, 90 degrees out. The other thing to watch out for is toe pointing. And that's a reach for the area. So don't toe point. When I come here, I need to shift and move those hips, rotate them around on that 90-degree angle. If you notice, this is toe pointing, where I reach and try to really roll. And I don't want to have my back turned that much and be facing in the wrong direction for balance. So I'm going to pull that in, and I'm going to use my hips to shift and move and drive into that direction. So you're going to shift, shift. Make sure you roll into it. So we'll try it left leg forward. Itch, knee. Good. Back up again. Same leg. Itch, knee. Good. Itch, knee. Right? One more time. Itch, knee. Good. Now, one motion, or excuse me, one count, both together. Remember, we're going to do it smooth. We can work on fast later. All right? Ready? Just hands up, relax, come on. Itch. Good. Two motions. Same thing. Focus on your breathing too as well. Itch. Knee. Good. Some. She. Go. Okay. Other side. Right legs forward. Same idea. Just come out position. Do two counts. Itch. Knee. Rotate. Again, same idea. Itch. Knee. Back to Kamai. Itch. Knee. Itch. Knee. Make sure that, just another thing, make sure that you're turning your head just prior to movement, right? We can't go in on opponents blindly. So make sure that you have that head glance over to the other side. Itch. Knee. Good. One motion now, or excuse me, one count. Two motions, one count. Inhale, exhale. Good. Relax. Knee. Good. Some. She. Back. Go. All right, MAA. Okay, off your right side, or excuse me, off your left side now. This motion, you're going to step in. As I move in, I'm going to pivot my shoulders. Not so they're open. I'm going to pivot my shoulders because remember, I'm going to be moving in that direction. So everything's got to pivot. As I come in, I'm going to go from Kamai, Yurikin, this way, drive out, Gyakuzuki. So in this case, itch, Yurikin. Remember, I'm doing it. I'm not going to stand up and do it. that uterkin is coming out, itch, knee. So driving 90 degrees. So nice and slow to start, itch, uterkin, Yakuzuki. Really drive that hip in deep. You may back up again. Nice and slow, itch, knee, may, itch, knee. Really drive it in. Again, itch, knee. Good, keep in mind, remember, as you're coming in, turn that shoulder. Don't keep it cocked open, because if it's open, you're not getting any distance. I should be sinking my hips and turning that uterkin as I go into Yakuzuki. So again, let's do one motion, or excuse me, one count, both motions, itch, knee. Still doing it off the left side. Itch, knee. Good. One count. Itch. Good. Knee. Some. Sheep. Go. Good. All right, now speed it up. Nice and smooth. Focus on your rotation to your hips. Ready? Ish. Knee. So. Sheep. Go. Opposite sides, right leg forward, same thing. Uterkin, Yakuzuki. Ready? Itch, nice and slow to start. Knee. Good. We'll go just through these a few times and then we'll speed it up. Itch. Good, one count, both motions. Knee. Some. Really drive with that back leg. Expand that stance. She. Go. Good. All right, speed it up. Shorten that timing between the techniques. Ready? Itch. Knee. Some. She. Go. You. All right, you may. Any questions so far? Everybody good? All right, perfect. All right, next technique is Yoko Ke Komi Maigeri. So same thing, left leg forward. In this case, I shift in, right? When I shift, I've got to make sure that I don't shift, and if I rotate my shoulders too much, that front kick, or excuse me, that side thrust kick is going to come out cockeyed, right? My hips overly rotated. So depending on, excuse me, your flexibility level, you can go Geiden, Chudan, Jodan, either one, whatever you want. So once again, it's a shift in. Got to keep that front arm up, right? This leg is going to come up and roll that knee in, Yoko Ke Komi, and land. Once I land forward, then I'm going to Maigeri in place and come back. Okay, so we'll start 2 counts, nice and smooth to start. And as before, we'll pick up the pace. Ready? Itch, come in, turn, knee, some. Okay, so make that 1 count. Roll in and Yoko Ke Komi. Itch, knee. Good. Some. Good. Big rotation on the, or excuse me, on the Maigeri. I missed the Maigeri. Itch, knee, and back up. Itch, knee. Make sure you're stable when you land. After the Yoko Ke Komi, lock that so you can as Mark mentioned earlier, you pull those hips forward so you don't find yourself kicking and then leaning back. Make sure you roll the hips. As you rotate the hips, you should be rotating them forward too as well. So ready, nice and slow, smooth, and then we'll speed it up. 1 count, both motions, itch. And then keep stable in your landing. Knee. Some. Chi. And 1 more. Go. All right, let's pick it up. 2 motions, 1 count. Remember, don't rush through it. Go smooth. Doesn't have to necessarily be fast. Each technique nice and clean. Hit. And back. Knee. Back. Some. And back. Keep your eyes up. Chi. And back. Angle. And back. All right, switch legs. Okay, same idea. We'll start out nice and slow. Your right leg should be forward. Same idea. Squeeze. Squeeze. Don't just squeeze the back leg forward. Squeeze both legs together. Yoko Keikomi. And then twist. My guy. Okay, smooth to start, nice and slow. Itch, look, kick, kick, and back off. Knee, kick, kick. Touch, kick, kick. Back up. She. Back up. Make sure you're doing that in place. I noticed myself stepping forward a few times. So again. Itch. Knee. Some. Make sure you're switching your hands on the Maigeri. All right, let's speed it up. Ready? Smooth, not fast. Itch. Back up. Knee. Back up. Some. Back up. Chi. Back up. Go. Back up. You like grab a quick drink and we'll come back and do a couple more techniques. Does anybody have any questions so far? Are we good? Good. Okay. One of the things I noticed about myself is as I was bringing that leg in, and I did the Yoko Keikomi, good landing, right? Twisted the hips, and then my Magadi. I noticed that as I stepped back at times, and I don't know if any of you noticed this, as I stepped back after the Magadi, I stepped a little narrow. So I have to make sure I keep in mind that when this leg comes back, I got to push out and down slightly because it's coming in from the center. So if I go straight back, I'm on a tightrope again. So as I kick in place, I need to drive back to make sure that I'm at a good width for my stance. So just something to keep in mind. Okay, we'll go off our our left legs again. In this case, what's next is we're going to shift in. Same thing. We're going to shift in, and I'm using my shoulders and hips the same way as I did with the Udikin. I shift in, and I'm doing a Haito this way. So Haito, and then Nugate. Okay? So nice and slow, ich, Haito, Nugate. And you're going to go all these from Kamae, excuse me. So ich, 1, 2. Roll those hips forward. Ich, 1, 2. Knee. Good, 1 count. Both motions nice and slow. Sam. Once again, make sure that Haito, you're not reaching. See how I'm kind of reaching with my technique? I want to come into the technique. So as my hips and shoulders are rolling, it's just like the Udikin. I want to come in with that technique this way. Rotate it, and then back into the Nugate. Okay? Moichidoku to side. One more time. Okay. Ich. Good. One count, excuse me. Ich. Breathing, inhale, exhale. Inhale first technique, exhale second. Ich. Knee. Good. Squeeze. Some. Good. Chi. Go. All right. Faster. Smooth, 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 smooth. Knee. Some. Chi. Go. MA. Okay, switch. Right legs forward. Same thing. Haito Nugate. Ready? Hit. Knee. Good. Some. Chi. Go. Fast. Ready. Hit. Knee. Some. Chi. Good. I'll go. Yummy. Okay, back to the right side. Now we're going to switch it up a little bit. Same techniques, except we're going to, instead of the Nugate, excuse me, Haito Nugate, instead of the back leg coming in, what's going to happen is you're going to shift and pull that front leg in. So the front leg is coming in this way. So in other words, we have the back leg and then the front leg. Now we're going to do the front leg's going to come in, right? And then now the back leg is going to push out to that 90 degree. So in other words, our left leg comes in, Haito. Then our back leg is going to shoot out backwards, right? We're thinking we hit the person, they're coming back into us. Now we're going to throw a nukete out. So nice and slow to start from kamae position. Remember, make sure you're not rocking your hips up in the air. So we'll do a couple of these. I got a couple more minutes. So back leg comes in, ich, knee. Good. Ich, knee. Same idea. When I shift that hip back, good, high toe. Ich, knee. One motion. Ich. Good. Knee. Some. She. Go. All right. Right legs forward. Same idea. Kamae position. Shifting back. Good, Haito. And then nukete. Don't forget, as we've been taught before, that arm is not going to be completely straight out. It's going to be a slight bend to it, almost like a shuto. Ready? Front leg coming in. Hitch, knee. Good, blend it. One count or one count. Both motions. Hitch. Knee. Some. She. Go. Okay, speed it up. Fast, smooth and fast, smooth and fast. Hey. Knee. Some. She. Go. One more. Hitch. Knee. Some. She. You. Yummy. Yoi. All right. Is there any questions of what we did today at all? I had to catch myself. I did 4 more for me. I don't know if it was for you, but I found myself stepping forward again. So I had to try to do 4 more just to end on a good note that I corrected myself. Sorry. So everybody good?
Good class. Exhausting, but good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Thank you, Marty.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good exercise. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Good. All right. Well, hopefully, I think Tuesday, I think Sensei is back in town, right? Senpai Marc, is it? Senpai or
Okay.
Sensei back? Is Sensei back on
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Will
Yeah.
it be a class in the park or with
Tuesday?
Zoom as well? Yeah.
Yeah, I think probably he'll look at the weather. I'm on the other side of the state, so I could have snow by next week. So I'm just
Okay.
kidding. I'm kidding. I hope not, but you know, the west side of Michigan is quite snowy. So, but yeah, I would look out for Sensei's information for Tuesday. But thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your patience while I teach and learn along with you and try to correct some of my mistakes as well. So
Thank
everybody
Thank
have
you.
a good
Thank
Saturday.
you, everybody.
So,
Have a good
Enjoy
weekend.
the weekend.
you.
yes,
Have a-
domo
Bye-bye.
arigato. Marc, I think